I'm on my way to the gym, and it got me thinking. The way I used to approach going to the gym was very intentional. I would try a lot of different things, but one of the main things I used to do was I would just turn the music off, or I would put on something like kind of like frequencies, ambient music, something like that, and I would just breathe. I would focus on my breath as much as I could, and the way I kind of like looked at it was every time I got a complete breath, inhale, exhale, on the way to the gym, and centered myself more, the more I was kind of setting myself up for success when I actually got to the gym. It was really important to me to almost like not just go to the gym with a good mindset, but to actively like benefit myself before actually getting to the gym. And I mean, the number one thing when it comes to fighting and working out is you got to have your lungs, right? You got to have good cardio. You want to be able to control your breathing even when you're tired, even when it's in that third round, that sixth round, whatever it is, right? So breathe as much as you can on the way to the gym. I remember specifically, it started around my junior year of high school. That's when I really started kind of getting into breath work, meditation, stuff like that. I would drive, have my hands on the wheel, and I would just try to breathe in and literally visualize the breath going in my nostrils, through my body, into my hands and into my feet. And I would feel, over enough time and with enough patience, I would feel my hands literally vibrating, like I had them in a warm pool of water or something like that. And this is something that just kind of, it inspired me because one, I'm like, whoa, this is proof that breathing isn't just like a mental woo-woo thing, but like it has a physical effect on me. And two, that physical effect was dope as hell. I could literally feel my hands, like it reminded me of that old Bruce Lee game where his hands would turn on fire, and his strikes would just be so much harder and whatever. That's how I felt. I felt like I was giving the proper attention and love to my hands and my body and my lungs going into training, that it was going to make my training just that much more successful. Now, this one's a little corny, but it is the reality of what I did. I would go on YouTube and I would look up like warrior affirmations. This was when I was just kind of experimenting with like, you know, what's the best way to get into, you know, the proper mindset going into training. And those things definitely, they did help, but I never found one that I just kind of stuck with. So affirmations are awesome. Like I love, you know, I fully believe that the word is God, right? Like that's in the Bible. Whatever you think about the Bible, not important, but there is power in words, and especially the words that we say and tell ourselves. So my dad, like when I was a kid, and even to this day, if I say I can't blank, like do something, like if I'm working on wrestling and I say I can't do this move, he's like, whoa, no, hey, stop. Say you're working on it. We're almost there. I'm just figuring it out, right? Change the mindset, the way that you're speaking, in order to kind of make it become true almost. Like we never want to tell ourselves something negative. Like if you saw a friend of yours or, you know, your child saying something like, man, I fucking suck, you'd be like, whoa, don't say that. Yet we say it to ourselves a lot. And so on the flip side of that, beyond just being mindless about what things we're subconsciously telling ourselves, I would actively listen to these affirmations, and it did help. It did help. Ultimately though, the blend for me ended up kind of being like those vibrations or, you know, ambient kind of music mixed with my own affirmations. Now you guys, I've touched on journaling a little bit. I can definitely touch on it more. It's something that's super important to me, and I give a lot of credit to journaling for getting me to where I'm at now. But the things that I would write down in my journal, you know, I'm going to eat you, I'm always training like a champion, I never get tired, I'm breathing, I'm present. Those are the things I would tell myself on the way to the gym. And then eventually those are the things that I would tell myself like on the way to the ring too. So I definitely think the best balance for me has been kind of finding the affirmations that work, finding the music or the sounds that work. Sometimes nature sounds or something adjacent like that can be nice, and then kind of blending the two. The third kind of way that I would prepare for the gym, sometimes, and especially on like, you know, moments where I just need to just get myself psyched up is I'm finding some ignorant hip hop and I am blasting it. I'm blasting that music, trying to get myself like mentally kind of pumped up, ready to just go. Sometimes those trap beats with just mindless words behind them, they kind of get you like bubbled up, energetic. It's like audible Red 40 in a way. So listening to some hip hop like that, for me, it's definitely a way to just amp myself up. And on top of that, I would say a lot of the hip hop that I listen to, a lot of the kind of just rap and stuff that I listen to in general would be like older for me, as in like stuff I listened to in high school. And so when I put on some ignorant shit that would get me lit in the 11th grade, I feel like a kid a little bit, and I'm headed to go literally punch things and kick them hard and, you know, submit people and stuff like that. Like, it just puts me in like a party mindset where I just want to go and rock and roll. And just me personally, like, I love fighting because martial arts it's a great sport. It teaches you so much about respect, but there is something to like owning your swag, owning your character, but still having the discipline to go 12 rounds, 6 rounds, whatever it is. Like, you can listen to some ignorant hood rat shit, but still be, a dedicated athlete and somebody who takes the sport seriously. So that's kind of like another way that I would head to the gym and what I'd be doing in the car. For me, talking like this is actually pretty dope. I've never done it before, but it's coming off fairly naturally. I'm happy. I'm not going to edit anything, so that's cool. And if talking like this is something that helps you guys, just me giving my perspective and yapping away about story times and stuff like that, I'm definitely going to keep doing it regardless. But if y'all listen to this on the way to the gym, maybe it's something that helps you. I would love for that to be the case. Sorry, I'm trying to merge over right now. But yeah, leave a comment down below. School community, amateur hour. Fucking love y'all. And yeah, I'm about to go to the gym. See y'all later.